Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about a little project we got going with the Uhuru Academy that's out in Fort Worth. Tomorrow we're going to help them build birdhouses. And the model of birdhouse we're going to build is one that looks kind of like this right here. So it's mainly for chickadees or sparrows, and it has a little vent right here, and it's got vent holes around the bottom. And I don't have it completely built or secured, but it has a side trap door where you can clean everything out at the end of the season. You can clean the nest out and everything. And there's one piece that I haven't built yet. It's going to go on the back of it that connects it to like the fence line. But that's the model that we're going to talk about today. So the tools that you'll need are a tape measure, pencil, some type of pencil, a speed square helps, but you really don't have to have this. You can use a protractor, but you need a 45-degree angle. The easiest thing to use is a speed square. You can get them for about $3. You need some safety equipment. If you're going to be using a power drill, I usually try to protect my ears, and I'll put on some earmuffs, some hearing protection, eye protection. If you're not and you're just going to be using a regular saw, then I would still recommend the eye protection. The next thing you'll want to have is, this is called an auger, and it's for wood. It's for cutting out the hole where the birds go in. This one, use a 1 1/4 inches. That's for chickadees and sparrows. This right here is 1 1/2 inch, and this is a whole drill bit, but it's 1 1/2 inch, and that's for, I believe, bluebirds. The next item you'll need is like a 1 1/2 inch. I think these are 1 5/8. Either one can work, but it's like a finishing nail. And you'll need a 3 3/32 drill bit. And that you'll use the drill bit to knock out the and pre-drill the hole for your screw. And your screw, it can be any kind of screw, like a drywall screw or a galvanized screw, like a deck screw. At least 1 inch, or maybe 1 1/2 would work as well. And the reason you're going to use the screw, now I've screwed this one in, but most of the time we use most of the nails on these and leave this bottom one for the screw, because at the end of the season this is the only screw that you'll really have. This model right here, made for the kids so that they could see it. It's just kind of a demo model, but you'll be able to unscrew this, so you'll have access to it. And on the back of it, on the one side where you're going to have the access to it, you don't put anything on that same corner on the back, because the back is just going to be flat. There's nothing that goes there. Everything you need goes right here on one of the sides, and you can use either side. It doesn't really matter. On this one, we just put it on the bottom right, and that way once we unscrew it, be able to clean it out and it'll be good to go. Last piece you'll need is the board. You can use cedar, is good. It's really durable. This right here is whitewood or pine, and what you're going to do with it is it's a 1 by 6, 1 inches by 6 inches by 6 feet long. So the measurements that you're going to use, the first one, and I kind of have it done right now because once we go put it together tomorrow, I'm going to demonstrate and let the kids put it together. So piece number 1 is 7 inches. This is one of the sides. Piece number 2 is another 7 inches. So that's one of the other sides. Piece number 3 is where we get the front, and piece number 4 is the back. Either one of these can be the front or the back. Really, for the front, you want the one that looks the best, and that'll be kind of your judgment call. These pieces right here with the X, those are scrap pieces that we're not gonna need at the end, so they're just gonna be left over. And with woodworking, anything with an X is kind of like a scrap piece or something that you're not gonna pretty much use. You're gonna cut this one, or measure this one at first, 7 1/2 inches, and the reason you do that is because, remember, on our birdhouse, the 7 1/2 inches lets you have that ventilation for the birds. So that's why the front and the back have 7.5. So once you measure your 7.5, you're going to use your speed square, similar to this right here, or you can turn it over and use that right there, like that. And then from that point, you go over and then do it again on the opposite side, where you get that X right there that I made. And what's going to happen is when you put this together, this is the shape of the front and the back, and then these are scrap pieces like I said before. So what I usually do is make this kind of X pattern right here, and then once I make this line, then I measure another 7.5 inches to get the front and the back the same size. The next piece you'll have is the 9-inch top. The top and the other top are 9 inches, and then the bottom is going to be 4 inches. And now what that's going to leave you with is a piece that I believe is somewhere around 14 inches remaining, and that's the piece you'll put on the back to actually hang it from the fence or the tree, wherever you're going to mount it. But I don't have this piece on this model right here. But basically what it looks like is once you put it on there and secure it, then you'll have this right here, notch, maybe drill a hole out and screw it wherever you want to put it. And I recommend when you actually put it up, keep it away from any human activity, because you don't want to actually scare the birds out of it. And then once you get this bottom piece, these X's, you're just going to kind of do a 45 cut. Doesn't have to be the cleanest one, but you want the bottom piece to look something like that, so that you have a little bit of ventilation for the birds. So now that you pretty much have everything you need, go ahead and cut them out, and we'll do another video showing you guys what the what all the pieces in the kit looks like once you have it cut out. So this is another informative video from theonyxgroup.com. Signing off. Thank you guys for watching.